What transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
How can you miss if they were too close?
I don't know, maybe he was going for the knife part? The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
The scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright.
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, a cross-examination, please.
If you want to go, you gotta go into the manager part.
What?
See what if anyone's. People haven't
See what
commented in a while, but
everyone is saying?
I do love the lurks.
Where's the manager part here?
Stream manager.
Oh.
That's all she's gonna show right now.
Why?
This is all it is. Okay, let's get going. Anyway, shall we? Okay, so there's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Adding body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mentioned it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? My affair was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
Huh?
When channeling with the current channeling technique, the medium physically changes.
That is true.
With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
Don't believe it. She even studied up on the crane channeling technique.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
Okay, so he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly would you say he was? How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward, I felt like a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. I'm sorry, I may have more blood loss after this. Where did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Ooh.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he packing precautions against something? Was he taking precautions against something? We know he was packing heat, obviously. So, you were saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Aya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Okay, let's see what we got here now. Maya's never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already been taken off to safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you could fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Even me? I wonder.
I said it was the nurse. You're like 127. Now do you understand? I found Karma's logic is perfect.
Testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. Colleen is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. So, let's go over to the fourth statement, which I believe is this one right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to present
attack.
again. We are actually going to present Maya's costume again. Because I don't think that the shot was fired at close range to her. Judging by where that bullet hole was. It might have been the opposite way, but not in the original.
No.
Missing the tiny hole on this costume. What are the prosecution's undoing?
Oh, what do you mean?
This tiny hole was actually created a huge hole in your testimony. This tiny hole has actually created a huge one, I should say.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder. Burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, the burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
As if there was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Ugh. Well then.
Got her sweating.
That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
I don't think so again.
There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Let's straight and think. There's something that doesn't add up where what she was saying right there. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal?
Flaw? You!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She's put some distance between them before rushing to hit the final blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot.
There must be a... Oh,
There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Well, look at the bullet hole right there. In the folding screen. That would be contradictory.
Wait, wasn't she near the folding screen if that's the case? Like with the arm?
That would be the case, yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point to the court's attention to this hole in this folding screen.
Ah!
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Oh, where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order! Order! This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. And, at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. So, went through there. You see, he shot, and his shot come over here. I'm very careful what I say. Thinking about right around here. She's standing here, near the folding screen.
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You!
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think she's changed? Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
I think it changes everything.
And it does change everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. But if that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen.
Exactly. If my fate was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing the strike?
No!
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason.
He looks happy about this. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
Oh,
Alright. With this, the rest of the tower should be in the blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
How is this all my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Man, this guy gets punished more. More and more. Every time he hits a save, he gets punished more and more.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face.
Oh, why don't you just whip it good?
I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness?
That's gotta be Lotta.
Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
To be continued.
How time is it?
It's only like, I guess you got another hour.
Oh, okay. What are they saying right now?
Not much being said right now. Everyone's lurking, which I'm fine with.
Oh.
Hey, it's always fun to lurk. You still get the people that's coming, still listening, and I
How
love
many
it.
people looking?
No, they're still there. Trust me. That's all you need to know. Okay, so June 21st, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Phew. That was a close one.
I know you were giving it all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
Good thing she knows how to read. I felt like I was
Oh,
pretty...
shit! Oops. Oh, fuck off.
I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful right there. You just scared me. My theories had tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Oh, wait. Tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, it's the next witness who I think it is.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you.
I'm afraid of that.
Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearlie? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that.
June 21st, 11:43 a.m. District Court, District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow!
I don't want to hear it, old man.
Jesus! Do you ever stop with a whip?
After all, I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, she really likes dominatrix to a whole new level.
Bring in a photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing?
Just fine.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yoza! Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine? That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools.
Move in a little bit closer. Don't want you to, there you go.
Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet.
She looks pissed.
The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
Now. Let's all be one big happy family, okay?
Alright, here we go. Witness's account.
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim, and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course.
Excuse me?
Reckon course. It's short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to get a little. There we go. Moment of truth. What would be in that picture?
Let's see here. This here's the picture.
Ooh, that does sound.
It was certainly seen that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
But if she had the gunshot, like the gun, then how in the world did she end up getting the uniform?
That's what we gotta figure out.
Yeah, that's strange. Okay.
Lotta's photo added to the court record. A picture taken at the murder scene.
Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
We'll clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Okay, so I'm gonna press on everything here. Was it really only those two that went in?
Sure, he was there, wasn't he? What are you blabbing about? You were there too, were you not? Ha! Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, you
did. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them?
Yes, Tucker and Maya were the only two that went into the room.
Oh, hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against his own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the challenge chamber, you hear? Well, you know that from the very beginning, didn't you, witness? Continue.
Okay. Was it really a gunshot? She's gonna object.
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well.
Ugh.
Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes. I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
For comic relief, Judge. For comic relief. And then the world becomes just a little crueler.
I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now, this is where the story heats up. Mr. Lawyer there, Mr. Gordon.
So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down.
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then?
Yes, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why
Sounds
does
like
this
something I
feel
would
like
do.
an inquisition?
No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see.
She's smiling rather openly. I don't think that's a good sign.
And what did you see once you broke in?
Okay. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey?
Sure, I'm sure.
Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. I'm gonna press harder on this one. Is this gonna be starting a witch hunt here? Yeah, really, for Phoenix's head. Lotta, please think back to that day one more time.
Well, what you getting at?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room?
I was murdered.
Lotta, at a time like this?
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct?
Well, you see,
Order is heard. You are here to present accurate testimony.
sorry.
Good. This shifts things back to my side.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah? It was Maya that went in.
It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly.
Rats. Now I'm tracked like one. Again. Okay. Press on this one here. Are you absolutely certain of that?
Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so...
Old witch. Does she mean Morgan Fey?
But there was no one else in there, and you know it.
Channeling chamber was very dark. Almost pitch black. There's really no one else in there. What about behind the folding screen? If we were to look at the picture of that folding screen, there was something behind it. I'm almost certain of it.
Huh. Interesting point.
Yeah. Let's go with it. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
Rick Given!
Huh? What in the...
Rick Given, you know? You reckon? That's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
What? You got a problem?
Rick Given. I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as Rick on giving it.
Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you?
Just as I thought. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. It's with her. So I know she's telling the truth.
Enough! It seems that there was no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey.
Why am I now realizing that Gray and Fey are rhyming in this?
The The face of... Oh.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if you think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I gonna do? If I just let this go...
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
I don't think I want to move. But I have the judge against me. Fray of Fray is the way.
Is the way.
By the way.
Lucas. Is the way. Is a whey protein. Ha.
Is there anything that I could prove? Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in this photo? I actually can't present anything yet. I gotta hear more testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Nothing, Your Honor.
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey.
I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
Yet, of course.
that's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I could do?
I think it's quite obvious, Miss Corda, that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you totally 100% impossible.
Miss Funkheimer, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume?
I called to protect Maya. The defense...
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
Mia?
I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say?
Where the hell was Pearl?
She's there. I guess I'm...
But... Pearls?
Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go.
But how? She's already taken away every advantage.
The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday?
Dr. Gray.
I was murdered.
Pearl got a growth spurt? Yeah, a big one.
Ah,
I managed to grow a rack, too. What? Lotta, at a time like this...
sounds like these are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle.
Mia?
Question Lana one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination is already ended. Furthermore, anyone related...
It's fine. I allow another testimony.
Somehow her whip interrupts what I'm trying to say.
Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, I have someplace I must go after this. All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. I have to go and might have to see about trying to get those whips off my head.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about?
Please tell us what's more. What happened when you burst into the channeling chamber?
Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right?
Actually, more I think the whip did. The judge did get whipped after all. Nah. Well, actually, it's Von Camera's whip that got through to it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, see?